Right. Hi, Goretti. How are you doing? Welcome to Happy People News. Gee, look at you looking fabulous.
Thank you so much. And it's great to be here.
And you were telling me earlier that COVID has been so good to you. What has actually happened? Tell me what's been happening in these past 2 years. The last time I saw you was actually about 3 years ago, hey? Exactly.
Correct. Yes.
Yeah.
So about 6 months prior to COVID hitting everybody,
Right.
I had a client from Polokwane actually asking me if I can do online exercises with her. She does suffer a little bit from fibromyalgia, and one of the conditions that my clients do suffer from, or the symptoms, is depression. So they tend to have insomnia and they feel a little bit down and low. So exercising is very good because it releases the endorphins and it just helps the body cope with the pain that they're going through. So she then asked me if I can go online, and I was like, nobody does online because this was 6 months before COVID. And I said, well, let me try. So what I did is I've got a studio and I pulled in my router and I had to set everything up. I had to get a TV up and got everything set up. And then by the time COVID hit, I had everything sorted, and it was amazing how I transitioned to online because people were obviously having to be, stuck at their homes. And then people started getting a bit claustrophobic and also anxious because their health was deteriorating, mental state was also deteriorating. So that's when I started tapping into that market and getting people from all over. So I've got clients in the UK, and I've got clients in Zambia. I've got people in Hermanus, Cape Town, all over the place. And I don't think I would have expanded this much if it wasn't for me to be forced into transitioning and changing with the online exercises. And amazing. It's just been an absolute blessing because a lot of instructors in my industry have actually closed down and had to unfortunately move to other avenues of income because they couldn't adapt. But I've just been really blessed. So
that's
very
just
happy.
Amazing. And because you're such an amazing person as well. I remember meeting you. You're so calm with a beautiful, calm demeanor. And we were supposed to work on some project, but I'm sure we will do something soon in the near future. And you've got this new campaign, or rather some promotion that you're running, and that's caught my attention on releasing endorphins. We are Happy People News, so we're all about feel good. Yes. Happy parties that go to your brain. They call those endorphins it's like a happy party in your brain. Even laughing, right. Even smiling releases those endorphins. So that's what actually caught our attention is, wow, there's synergies here. We are Happy People News, and we're all about feel good and happiness. So tell us about this promo.
So basically, I've realized that since COVID, more and more people are suffering mentally with regard to depression or some kind of unhappy state of mind. And when they do come to exercise, they kind of offload a little bit on me. And I've realized that a lot of them are seeing psychologists or psychiatrists because they are needing some help. But I find that when people are in pain or mentally being affected in some way, when they exercise, they actually do feel a lot better. I often hear comments of like, I'm feeling a little bit less anxious or happier or less stressed, or I can cope. And what I do bring into my exercise is a lot of breathing techniques as well, because that stimulates your vagus nerve. So we've got a very big nerve at the base of our skull. And that actually triggers our calming our nervous system, and it just regulates our thought pattern as well. And I think a lot of people are very unsure of, how do I breathe, and am I breathing correctly, and will it really affect my state of mind? But it's definitely worked for a lot of my clients. Exercising, so moving the body. Initially, it's difficult. Exercise for most people, I find that they find it really, really hard to get into it. But once they're in it, they really find it rewarding, both with regard to seeing change in their body and then obviously feeling like they can cope with life's challenges. And then I found that when it was hard lockdown, I actually did exercises that all it was about mobilizing the body, stretching and breathing. And I had such a huge impact in my clients' lives. Still today getting comments and messages saying that, you know, you were my sanity during that very difficult time that we all went through. So I want to just bring that through because I'm seeing every day in my career how more people are from young to middle age to old, and doesn't matter gender or color or race. It's just affecting so many people. So exercising is one of the least things that people endorse or actually say, you know, do it. They'll quickly give you antidepressants or they will give you some kind of form of medication. But if they just listen to their body and also meditate, just take some time out and breathe and move the body, you'll definitely feel a big improvement. So that's my focus this year, is more to strengthen the body and feel fit and strong, because eye health is something that I think we've all appreciated since COVID. Just breathing, because that was something that a lot of people battled with because it would affect your lungs. So just to breathe and to move without feeling like you're punishing the body, but almost like you're rewarding yourself for doing something. And I'm in the industry where I see a lot of people in a lot of discomfort and pain and illnesses. And you actually wake up every morning being grateful and happy for movement, for actually able to do things with your body. And I think it's a mind thing, because people often are lazy, or they don't know where to start maybe with exercise. You know, you haven't exercised for a long time, so they maybe go boot camping or they do something quite hectic or stressful. It's a shock to the body, and then they feel very painful, and there's lactic acid, and they're thinking, oh, this isn't fun. But you ease yourself into it. And as you're getting stronger, that's when you start feeling more self-confident, you feel empowered. And then you start feeling, you know, that you can explore and almost challenge the body further from there.
Sounds amazing. Wow. And it's so you make it sound so easy, Goretti. So Goretti, you are a Pilates instructor, and I forgot to mention that in the beginning. And where can people find you, and what are your time slots like? So you also do the face-to-face, right? Instructing. It's not only the online.
Yes, so I do both. This is my 10-year anniversary. So I've been doing Pilates and teaching for 10 years. I should have started years ago, but you know, you stumble into a passion all of a sudden. One door closed and I was very unsure what was going to happen in my life. And sometimes it's not a bad thing when one door closes, because another door opens, and that's where your real calling. And that was happened to me. And the best thing is getting up in the morning and just helping people in any way, being pain-free, putting a smile on their face, just letting them, my goal in life is when they meet me is to leave in a happier and a better frame of mind. So yeah, my company is called Pilates Powerhouse, and I'm on social media. So I'm on Instagram, on Facebook. I've started a YouTube channel as well. So anybody that wants to just taste a little bit of my sessions, it's all free.
Online.
You can download it and test it out. And then, so my studio is based in Centurion, Copper Leaf. But I've had so many people immigrate, and because they've got that rapport and that connection with me, they basically transition from live or face-to-face to online. Because online, the way I do it is as if I'm in your space. So I'm watching you, I'm hearing you, and I'm familiar with their bodies. They're familiar with my cueing and my way of style of teaching. So it just works. People find it that it's convenient for them to do it online, because they just stumble out of bed, especially now with winter. It's cold, so people don't want to drive. They don't want to be out in the cold. So they just do it online. It's also that that discipline where I send them the login details because I do it all on Zoom, and they know they've got to arrive and they've got to be there. So that, you know, it's a different way to say, oh, I'll just download a YouTube Pilates exercise and do it. But then the excuses come up, you know, like, oh, I think I'm a little bit lazy, or maybe I'll do a bit later, or I'll definitely do it tomorrow. And you just don't do it. As if you're committing to me, you kind of have that accountability that you have to arrive. I always offer free trials, so anybody that wants to try it, you can give it a shot and see if it's something. Not many people understand or know what Pilates is all about. When I started my course, I was thinking gym Pilates, because you kind of go to the gym and you see there's a Pilates class, you attend it, but it's not the same. It's very, very specialized. It's mind-body connection and spirit. So you've got to really focus on developing your body awareness, and you take it through everywhere. So if you're walking, if you're in your office space, if you're with your family, you're constantly correcting yourself, or you giving some other people advice on health and wellness. So I do a little blog every now and then, I think on a Monday, onto my Facebook page, and it's just really all about health and wellness and the anatomy, because I'm so passionate about the body. And so basically you can find me on Pilates Powerhouse. My phone number, you can also WhatsApp me or text me on 083-268-3475. And then I've got a email address, which is Goretti, my name, .niklaus@gmail.com. So you can contact me either way.
Awesome. And lastly, because we're Happy People News, we always ask, what makes you happy? What makes you, Goretti, happy?
What makes me happy is giving. All right. So when I give to my clients and they send me a message and saying, I'm feeling stronger today, I'm feeling less painful. The other day, I got a client that's got rheumatoid arthritis with lupus. So it's an autoimmune disease. And she's been going to the specialist, and they've been working on a cocktail of medication for her. And I've been doing mobilization and stretching and a little bit of mental strength and breathing with her. And she sent me a message, and she said the specialist was so excited that her mobility and her flexibility has not diminished since she's got the autoimmune disease. And she just wanted to thank me. And that just brought a huge big smile to my face. So that's what makes me happy, is when I give, I fill my own glass. I feel happy.
Because you fulfill, there's a fulfillment, and people's lives are transformed. And that's absolutely beautiful. Thank you so much. And they say that the new gold and wealth now is actually your health.